Albert Einstein quotes 1879–1955. You can never solve a problem on the level on which it was created. Whoever undertakes to set himself up as a judge of truth and knowledge is shipwrecked by the laughter of the gods. When you are courting a nice girl, an hour seems like a second. When you sit on a red-hot cinder, a second seems like an hour. That's relativity. When the solution is simple, God is answering. When I examine myself and my methods of thought, I come to the conclusion that the gift of fantasy has meant more to me than any talent for abstract, positive thinking. Weakness of attitude becomes weakness of character. We should take care not to make the intellect our God. It has, of course, powerful muscles, but no personality. We shall require a substantially new manner of thinking if mankind is to survive. Unthinking respect for authority is the greatest enemy of truth. Try not to become a man of success, but rather try to become a man of value. True art is characterized by an irresistible urge in the creative artist. Pure mathematics is, in its way, the poetry of logical ideas. The distinction between the past, present and future is only a stubbornly persistent illusion. That deep emotional conviction of the presence of a superior reasoning power, which is revealed in the incomprehensible universe, forms my idea of God. To raise new questions, new possibilities, to regard old problems from a new angle, requires creative imagination and marks real advance in science. There comes a time when the mind takes a higher plane of knowledge but can never prove how it got there. There are only two ways to live your life. One is as though nothing is a miracle. The other is as though everything is a miracle. The true sign of intelligence is not knowledge but imagination. The high destiny of the individual is to serve rather than to rule. The only real valuable thing is intuition. The important thing is not to stop questioning. The monotony and solitude of a quiet life stimulates the creative mind. The secret to creativity is knowing how to hide your sources. The only reason for time is so that everything doesn't happen at once. Once we accept our limits, we go beyond them. Memory is deceptive because it is colored by today's events. Logic will get you from A to B. Imagination will take you everywhere. Learn from yesterday, live for today, hope for tomorrow. The important thing is not to stop questioning. Knowledge of what is does not open the door directly to what should be. It's not that I'm so smart, it's just that I stay with problems longer. Insanity, doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. I am enough of an artist to draw freely upon my imagination. Imagination is more important than knowledge. Knowledge is limited. Imagination encircles the world. The only thing that interferes with my learning is my education. Do not worry about your difficulties in mathematics. I can assure you mine are still greater. Common sense is the collection of prejudices acquired by age 18. Reading, after a certain age, diverts the mind too much from its creative pursuits. Any man who reads too much and uses his own brain too little falls into lazy habits of thinking. Our task must be to free ourselves by widening our circle of compassion to embrace all living creatures and the whole of nature and its beauty. The pursuit of truth and beauty is a sphere of activity in which we are permitted to remain children all our lives.